Hey, it's Vocalo Radio, Chicago's only urban alternative, 91.1 FM. We're coming out of this song right now. New music here on Vocalo. Did You Ever Care? Dreamer Isioma actually joining us in the studio. Hello.
What's up? Yeah.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I mean, I'm doing good. Loving the new music, by the way. I'm excited to get you in because I feel like it is very different than what we heard before. I know one of the first songs I heard on Vocalo was Bad Ting, and I immediately fell in love with it. I was like, who's Dreamer? I need to know who Dreamer Isioma is. And so this, new album, StarX Lover, it seems very different. It seems like a completely different body of work than what you've worked on before. What was the process like working on this project?
Yeah, making this album was a long time coming. I actually started making this project around when Bad Ting was releasing. So I would say the process was a lot of trial and error, a lot of living life, a lot of hard times, a lot of dark times, and just like finding the light through that.
And what kind of sound inspired this album? It felt very like, I know one of your, like, someone you really love in the music industry is Paramore. And I felt a little bit of like that grit, like that grit that we really miss from the early like 2000s that the artist had. What was your inspiration for this sound?
Definitely shout out Paramore, shout out the whole pop punk like era of like the 2010s. I would say I was trying to evoke that energy but make it more myself, make it more black, make it more new. And sound like you're going to like a new planet type of vibe.
And I know when we were like I love looking at artists I love that, you could really put out things and put out comments yourself. And you said that like as an artist, you put so much pressure on yourself when you're making music. And it seems like when you look at the music, all the visuals are done too. So like when you come up with the music, are you thinking of those visuals at the same time?
Yeah, the visuals for this project, shout out to Jared Avalos and Cal and Brandon Sanchez, who I work very closely with. We came up with like the concepts for these videos like years ago, and I've been cooking on them since. So it was definitely like this album is both a visual and a sonic experience for sure.
You could really see that. I mean, I was looking at your music videos today. They're so well developed. Is that something you pride yourself on? Like, you're like, if we're going to do it, we're going to make sure we do it perfect.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Like, because I don't have to do it, like, for real. Like, we don't have to do anything. Like, we're in an era where, like, music videos are kind of dead. Like, people have the attention spans of, like, squirrels. Like, we're seeing something on TikTok and then we scroll away. We're seeing literally people getting bombed and then scrolling away casually and then going out to get coffee. Like, none of this is real. I don't have to do anything. But because I have free will, I'm just like, might as well just like go crazy with it because it doesn't really matter anyway.
When we're looking at, these 15 tracks, of course, the song we played, Did You Ever Care, is a standout. Some of us on the team like also flag some other ones like Find Some Space. Which tracks on the album stand out to you?
I think Why Must Everyone Die is a good one. It's kind of like a heart wrencher. It's very real. I think it's like my rawest track on the project, even though sonically it is different than I would say every other track. Dizzy is also a good one, but definitely just like listen to that album through and through, especially like to the interludes and everything. Just like really take it all in.
You've said previously that you describe yourself as a creative director, not like, people are like singer, songwriter, vocalist, writer, because you actually did a big part of the producing, the writing on this album. Do you think it's important for other artists to see themselves as creative directors?
No. I'm just extra.
You're like, yeah, okay. I can see that. Not everyone has it, right? Not everyone has it like that. So looking forward, you're starting to tour again. Your tour starts April 24th. The last date will be May 30th, Lincoln Hall here in Chicago.
Yeah, May 31st.
I mean, I love Lincoln Hall. Are you excited to kind of end the tour here?
Yeah, I'm sure I'll be excited to go home and sleep.
Do you enjoy touring? Do you like the road life?
I like seeing like my fans and my friends, and I like seeing new things. Yeah.
Is there somewhere you would really love to take your music that you haven't gone yet?
I want to do a show in Lagos so bad. I want to go home, and rock out a show there.
Oh, I love that. Is that in the works? Maybe? Are you like scheming?
If the politicians get it together, it's kind of, you're not really able to like be gay for real or do much at all. It's kind of really bad out there. So hopefully if they get it together, maybe.
I know. I would love that. I would love that for you. I mean, we've seen Chance, like with Black Star Line Festival and things like that.
I think that's really cool.
That's been really cool to see. I mean, even, Bad Bunny doing his residency in Puerto Rico.
Exactly.
And so going on tour, have you really like had a fondness for Lincoln Hall? I don't know. It feels special in there. I feel like there's some energy in the room, right?
Yeah, I've seen a lot of really great people at Lincoln Hall. I've done a show at Lincoln Hall in the past, and it was pretty cool. So I'm excited to come back and rock it out again.
You're a very young artist. I'm not gonna give away your age, but you're a really young artist. It seems like you had some big highlights. I mean, like, working with like opening up for Flo Milli, like performing with like on the same stages as Pharrell, Janelle Monáe, like doing stuff with the Grammys. With you, like what has been a standout for you? Like, was there a moment where you're like, hold on, I'm kind of big. Like this is kind of like my moment, I feel.
Honestly, it has not hit me in any way because I'm always looking towards the future and I always feel like there could be bigger things to be done. But I'm very grateful for everything that has happened in the past. Extremely grateful. Even to be here right now talking to you. I'm really grateful that you guys invited me over here. So
thank you. I love that. I appreciate that. Is there someone you really look forward to working with in the future? Someone you're manifesting with right now?
Yeah, Willow. Working with Willow would be incredible. Working with like Tyler would be incredible. Steve Lacy, Doechii. Yeah, those are some of my favorite artists right now.
Those tracks sound like they would be fire. Like, yeah. I feel like I could already hear them in my head. Well, thank you so much for coming by Vocalo, StarX Lover, out now. Where could people keep up with you?
Dreamer Isioma on everything.
Also, you were also featured in Vogue. I feel like that's kind of a big deal too. When I was listing your highlights, is there a certain way you would like describe your fashion? I feel like, especially looking in the music videos, the fashion was very fashioning.
Thank you.
Is there like a way that you would describe your personal fashion?
It's raw. I don't know. Like that's how I dress. But for this specific album, I was definitely trying to evoke like a lot of iconic looks throughout different forms of media. Shout out to Jordan Vangay, who's like my primary stylist throughout this project, who's based in Lagos, Nigeria, as well. But yeah, a lot of African vibes, a lot of Afro vibes, 70s vibes, inspired by various like horror films, from and like psychological thrillers from like the 70s, 80s, 90s. Yeah, those are the vibes.
Oh yeah, I think like our team was talking about some Norman Bates references.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And so we're gonna end off the interview with another song from yours off the new album. Can you tell us about Find Some Space? How was this song created? What kind of emotions went into this song?
So we made that song actually here in Chicago in Classic Studios. It was with Victor, Internet, Brooklynn Skye, and Adan Diaz. And yeah, we were just like around. There was no like plot or anything. But we were just like in the studio all playing different instruments. I was playing guitar, Brooke was doing bass, Vic was doing like synth and like some drum. and it just came together really organically, like on some like just like real Chicago musicians just banging it out in the studio. But yeah, that story, the song, it kind of just like tells you a story of like how my life has been. I guess even since the last time I released like a full LP. But yeah, there's a lot of different emotions in it. A lot of like just me like releasing a lot of chaos that has happened between them, because you can even hear it in the vocals. Verse 1 was recorded 3 years ago, and the second verse was recorded only a couple months ago in my new home. So yeah, I don't know. A lot has happened between then, so it kind of like tells the story of like from the past till now.
Well, let's hear it. Let's actually have you introduce it.
This is Find Some Space by Dreamer Isioma.